Oregon's governor, embroiled in controversy, now tries to lead the state a day after it seemed like he was close to resigning. And now breaking news, the Secretary of State calls the entire chain of events bizarre and unprecedented. Welcome to KOIN 6 News at noon. I'm Jenny Hansen.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Mike Murad. Secretary of State Kate Brown just sent out a press release which seems to throw gasoline on this political fire. She uses the word strange in addition to bizarre in describing the reasons the governor had for her to rush back to Oregon. Dan Tilken is live in the newsroom looking at what's going on with the governor right now. Dan.
What is going on with the governor? In 20 years of reporting, I don't know if I've ever seen a press release like this. The Secretary of State seems baffled with the governor just a day after the governor gave what seemed to be conflicting statements about resigning. Now, in the statement, the Secretary of State, Kate Brown, says, late Tuesday afternoon, I received a call from the governor while I was in Washington, D.C. at a Secretaries of State conference. He asked me to come back to Oregon as soon as possible to speak with him in person and alone. Well, she got on a plane and came back and was escorted directly to a meeting with the governor. She said it was a brief meeting, and he asked me why I came back early from Washington, D.C., which I found strange. I asked him what he wanted to talk about. The governor told me he was not resigning. Well, Brown says he then began a discussion about transition. Well, Brown, of course, is in line to replace the governor if he did resign. Brown writes, "This is clearly a bizarre and unprecedented situation. I informed the governor that I am ready and my staff will be ready should he resign." Very strange indeed. Now, it's hard to tell which Kitzhaber to listen to. Last night we talked to him. Here's his answer to whether he's been considering resigning and whether it's ever crossed his mind.
Nope. I got elected. A lot of people spent a lot of time and money and energy to get me in this position, and I owe it to them to do the job as best I can.
We're here.
All right, that's pretty cut and dry, right? But why then ask the person who would replace you, the Secretary of State, Kate Brown, to leave her Washington, D.C. conference early? And why say all of this if it's never crossed his mind to resign?
I've been getting a lot of pressure from many quarters to do so. Don't intend to do so. Tuesday, as you know, I went and visited the legislative leadership to get their sense of, my presence in terms of the legislative agenda. And as a matter of respect, I called the Secretary of State, I think it was also Tuesday, and told her that I'd like to speak to her. We met privately today, and I told her again my intention was not to resign. But she is, after all, the Vice President. She's next in line, and any decision to resign would obviously affect her. But I have, as I said today again, no intention of resigning the job I was elected to do.
Okay, logically, there was no reason to have any of these conversations, especially in the manner they were done, if he hasn't been thinking of stepping down because of the ethics questions surrounding him and his fiancée, Sylvia Hayes. Sources have told KOIN the governor was ready to resign, but he changed his mind. Well, clearly, Kate Brown is confused, perhaps even troubled by the governor's behavior. Elected officials do not put out press releases like this lightly. So, Mike, now, what is a voter to think?
Interesting new development. Okay, Dan, thanks for that live report. Meanwhile, we will continue following the investigation into the governor and his fiancée. Stay with us on KOIN 6 and online at KOIN.com.